Welcome back, America. We're here with America's wise man, our friend Victor Davis Hanson. Victor Davis Hanson, Article 2, Section 1, the first sentence says, the executive power shall be vested in a president of the United States of America. Then I dare to turn to Article 3, Section 1. The first sentence says, the judicial power of the United States shall be vested in one Supreme Court, and in such inferior courts as the Congress may from time to time ordain and establish. Seems to be a little bit upside down, does it not? We have about 700 of these federal district judges. Congress has created the districts. They've created these judges. These judges are there for life. Nobody knows who the hell they are through the process. They don't stand for election like a president of the United States. The president's in the Constitution. It says what his authority is. These congressionally created judges are in there. How has it come to be that a single federal judge with two law clerks in some city in America can issue a national injunction telling the president of the United States, you turn those planes around with those Venezuelan criminals, rapists, and murderers in there. Why? Because I said so, and I want to take a look at it. How did that happen, Victor Davis Hanson?
Well, it was an organized effort. Right now, Judge Boasberg's the most powerful man in America, Mark. He's controlling the national security policy of the United States. There's about 330 or 40 of these liberal judges. They're cherry-picked by these well-financed groups. It's all a symptom. They don't have a counter agenda. They can't say, this is what their Democrats stand for in the border, crime, the economy, etc. They lost the White House, the Congress, they lost the Supreme Court, they lost the popular vote, the electoral. So this is a reaction to their impotence and irrelevance. And they use street theater on one hand, destroy Tesla by basically terrorism, swat people at his home. And I got swatted where 3 sheriffs showed up at my home from a fake 911 call.
Wow. And
then they go to this impotent Congress, and they use potty, smutty mouth videos or ninja boxing. It's just pathetic. And then they use the judiciary, and they create 4 or 5 of these ultra-liberal judges, and they become, for weeks on time, the most powerful people in the United States. It's sort of delay, eat up a year of the Trump administration. Mueller did it. We did it when he was in the wilderness with lawfare for 4 years. But they don't, it's all a symptom. They have no positive thing to contribute to America. No, let's work with Donald Trump and see if we can compromise and take credit for it. That's not who they are.
But who they are is extremely dangerous to this country, isn't it? This is the manifestation of 120 years of so-called progressivism, what I call American Marxism, where they use the people to try and get votes. And if they don't get votes, they've built these unelected edifices. And isn't the problem for them, Donald Trump, just by common sense and practice, you don't have to be a philosopher king. He knows what's going on. He's trying to get to the root of it. He's going after these entities and so forth. And so they say, wait a minute, we've spent 120 years building this anti-American, anti-Republican, anti-democratic edifice. And now this guy comes in and thinks just because he's elected president of the United States that he gets to run the executive branch. Isn't that the mentality? Isn't that what's going on here?
Absolutely. If you say to them, are you worried that we have $1.5 trillion trade deficit with the world? Are you worried we're paying $3 billion in interest every day with this $37 trillion debt? Are you worried we had no border? We can't find 12 million illegal aliens, 500,000? Are you worried about that? What do you want to do about it? Give us suggestions. Come in and we'll talk with you. They have nothing. They're nihilists. They would rather see Trump lose than America win. That's their attitude.
We'll be right back.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.